So what's happened is you guys did a big worship ceremony festival for Hugh Marked. You've met up with Harris and his hero questing party. He's gone on to the next stage of his hero quest, and he sent you guys off to do a bit of a clear out through the hills, and then meet him down at the fort in about a week's time. In the process, you've run across a band of brews that are obviously causing trouble and seem to be trying to counterquest what Harris is doing. You rescued Jeanne and sort of showed off your skills. We diseased one of the pack bison, and then managed to stop that from dying because it was so badly diseased it was going to die within about sort of 10 minutes. But Jean stepped up and rescued the bison. You then took off and grabbed the second party of raiding broo and bushwhacked them and took them down after a little while. And then that followed up with basically you had cast Cat's Eye on a number of you, which gave you the ability to see in the dark for the next, basically for that night. I think it's 6 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is. So you've used that to catch up to where these guys are, and you did an ambush on them while you actually attacked their camp. So in the process, the three Endars, Tostan and Vidad had snuck up around the top right-hand side of the map and had then come in down through there, bushwhacked Ebola, who was the guard who was over here.
Was that Ebola, or I thought that was Smelly Ass? That's why he was guarding, because they didn't want him near the camp.
Smelly Ass was down on the other side, but he came to try and rescue.
Yep. Okay.
So initially it was Ebola, but Smelly Ass got there, and Sindred, riding through trying to charge down the two broo, took out one broo with his lance, and the bison took out or knocked unconscious Smelly Ass, but in the process had to make a con ×5 roll or fall unconscious due to the sheer smell of this guy, and he fell unconscious and ended up in the middle, like just on the edge of that ring, the green ring there, that is why and where the effect ends. Hengest and Jeanne have ridden up from where the kids have been left behind, and then Hengest has been engaged by a ghost. Endars has just killed this one over here. Tostan is engaged with this guy here, Villas, and has actually just extinguished his torch, which means he's now fighting at like minus 25s to minus 75s, depending on where he is on the map. And the two big baddies, because of the way things have gone, have thrown the spirits at you guys, and then they've vacated, and also a third brew called Mucus. Sindred's come sort of running through trying to get to them, and has been engaged by a fear spirit, I think it was, or a disease spirit or a fear spirit. And that's pretty much where we're up to.
Do I have a oral ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, so you're locked and loaded, ready to go.
These are spirits, aren't they? That's all that we've got as targets on the screen.
No, just down to your southeast. So Villas is the only one that's in easy combat range, and the other two are spirits. And then further down to the south is the other guys escaping.
And with spirits, normal weapons won't hurt them? You have to engage them in spirit combat, or no?
With these particular ones, yes, it's just spirit combat.
And what takes damage in spirit combat? Is it POW?
Magic points.
Magic points, okay.
So your current power, basically, yep. So if we start with statement of intent from Josh for you and Hengest, and then sort of roll through from there.
Statement of intent, Hengest. He's locked in spirit combat, so he's going to continue to engage in that. For Jeanne, what is Hengest? Is he like eyes rolled back in the head?
You can see him sort of concentrating hard. The ghost has actually become visible now, and if you wanted to, you could target potentially damaging spells against it, but you don't have anything like that. I
don't have those. Nope.
Yep.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah. So potentially the only way that you can support Hengest at the moment would be Spirit Block or Spirit.
I don't think I have that.
You have Spirit Block, which is the divine common spell.
Oh, I don't think I actually updated my divine spells.
I think you're out of rune points now, or you only got 1 rune point left.
Yeah. Let me double check. No, I actually have 3 of 5.
Okay.
Couldn't she also engage it in spirit combat as well?
Well, right now I'm afraid to because my magic points, I only have 4 left.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
Yep, she's been busy healing everyone.
Yeah, I cured a bunch of diseases. So that being said, I might want to do, if I'm seeing, so I'm going to go and she'll just put her hand on Hengest's shoulder for moral support. And if I see that he's starting to look wrecked, I think I'm going to try Comfort Song on him to try and support him that way.
Okay. Cool. And Hengest is just in the battle. Okay.
Yes.
So, Tostan, you there? You've got villas in front of you, and in the last 2 rounds, you extinguished his torch and then started laying into him.
I'll continue to lay into him.
Okay. Vidad, you're sitting up there to the north.
What's the range on like a wand of befuddle?
50 meters.
So they're well out of my range, I think, these guys down here.
No, just inside.
50 meters.
Yep.
Oh, so I can use befuddle on a spirit?
Yep.
Okay, so... Yeah, okay. So I'll use the wand of befuddle. First I've got to do a power v power thing.
Yep. Yeah, so power times 5 to cast it, and then it'll be the power v power. Okay, and then that just leaves us with Sammy filling in for Enders.
I am going to pump the evil village guy full of arrows.
So that's my power roll.
Okay. That's cool. So it'll go. Okay, so your befuddle will come off on strike rank 2. Let's go with. Oh, yeah, just might as well complete that then. Okay, it's got 15 magic points left. So your power is what?
12.
Okay, so just roll a d100. You've got a 35% chance of it working.
Right, a d100. Advanced dice roll.
Okay, so Vidad, you got 85. So that
He rolled a critical there.
Did he?
I was just seeing your glasses aren't on your head, so I was just trying to dupe you there.
Gonna say. Oh, playing on the foibles of the GM, are we? Oh. Okay, so unfortunately that didn't work, Dave. So just cross off 2 magic points. Okay, Hengest.
Off of the wand?
Just of your total magic points. I think you had a magic point store from... Yeah, did you have a Gar crystal or something? Otherwise it just comes off yours. On that front page, bottom right-hand side.
No, it's just the wand of befuddle in there. That's all.
Okay, so if you go to the page with your stats on it, go down to the bottom right-hand side, it'll have current magic points down.
Oh, yeah. I've got that, but I thought you said it had 13 points.
Oh, no, sorry, that was the opponent.
All right, yeah, no, okay.
Okay, so that'll bring us through to Enders. You get half your chance to hit because he's in combat.
Yeah.
What strike rank are we in?
Strike rank 1 and 2.
1.
Oh, okay.
So I got 3 arrows this round, right?
Yep. So you'll be on 1, 6, and 11.
1, 6. Yep. Okay.
I think Enders wasn't he using some sort of special arrow?
No, that was he had saved up the multi-missiles, but he used them all trying to take down the other guys. And they did nothing for him until right at the end.
Do I need to do that? What is it called? Aim shot, or can I just...
Well, you're currently at a half chance to hit because Tostan's engaged in melee with him. So you can just shoot normally and it would be at half skill. If you try and do an aim shot, you would only have quarter of your normal chance to actually hit him.
Okay. Yeah. So I just shoot normally then.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, go for it. Okay, so 70 out of 140 is a miss. Okay, roll your power, Neil. Power times 5.
Oh, goody.
This is the luck roll.
Nope.
Okie dokie.
Oh, no.
So 4 points of damage to the right leg to Tostan.
I'm sorry.
Right leg bounces off.
Yeah, I was going to say you should be safe from that. Okay. Friendly fire, friendly fire.
Blue on blue. Blue on blue.
Yeah. If you have a... Okay, so strike rank 5 should bring us through to Tostan.
And now, what have I got modifiers for? Have I got a better chance to hit with?
Yeah, you're plus 25 at the moment because you're basically counting as surprised because he can't see you.
Yep.
And he's at minus 75 to try and hit you.
Cool. Eight on the right leg.
Okay, just bringing up villas.
Now, what was he? Was a heavily. He was the knobbly-headed guy, was he?
No, you took him down in no time at all. He was the one just in front of Enders that just, I can't remember exactly how you did it, but you just took him down in no time at all.
Gotcha.
Okay, 5 on the right leg.
What's this guy? What does he look like?
So he's wearing a scale shirt on, scale hellwork. He's got plate greaves on his arms, but he's only got Kirboli on his legs.
And any distinguishing features?
Villas was very fast. Think Matrix. He was the guy that moves like a snake. Okay, you've definitely hit him, and it has bitten in, but hasn't caused any major damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it was 8 points, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
keep looking at 5. Actually, it's caused him serious damage.
Ah, good.
Doesn't quite take out his leg, but he's looking very, very sad about what you just did to him.
Good.
Okay, just dialing in a bit, sorry, on the screen. Okay, Vidad, if you're wanting to move, you can move in this next round. Enders, it's to your second shot.
I will keep on shooting. And hope that Tostan doesn't die.
Is that Sindred down there, is it? In the red?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay, so
And how many
time,
hexes is the move? Sorry, again.
if you're, you can cast on that. You can move a full 8 hexes if you want to sprint. Otherwise, just normally 3.
Yeah, but if I sprint, that I would lose my next attack the next round? No.
No, you've cast your spell, and then you can sort of move after that. Okay, so damage 6 points. So to the right arm, that bounces. Whizzes past Tostan's face, bounces off the armor, and sort of Tostan gives you a look over the shoulder. Sort of, this is getting rather close.
Yes, I do.
Nah, I'm trying to kill him.
Shoot at Enders instead. Oh no, that is Enders.
That's Enders shooting at you.
Who's that at the top? Oh, he's moved down.
Vidad.
Vidad, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else for me to shoot.
No, not at the moment.
Shoot, what did I get? Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Okay, we've got strike rank 6. Okay, and strike rank 11 is your third shot, Enders, before we do the spirit combat.
Here we go. Critical friendly fire. Back of the head.
No, that's impossible.
It's called a fumble. Okay.
I think that bounces again.
Yep, does bounce again. Okay, so Hengest with the spirit combat.
All right. Let's bring him up here. Now, what am I rolling? POW times 5?
No, it's spirit combat itself.
Oh, spirit combat. Yeah. Not great. Oh, nice. Success.
Cool. Just a normal success.
1d4?
Hang on, just need to do the one. Okay, The ghost manages to get a special, so it'll just do a normal damage. Okay, so Hengest takes 4 points to his magic points.
Okay. And does the ghost take 3 or no?
No, so it's just whoever, it's a contested roll, so it's whoever got the better one.
Oh, all right.
The difference between editions. 4 points, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okay, and rolling for Sindred. Okay, Sindred got a critical, which is actually going to be bloody awesome. So you're not fighting Shady McShadeface or the ghost. It wasn't Syphilis, the disease spirit. It is the fear spirit. Okay, so Sindred's critical means that he gets to do some wicked damage. Can someone have a look at the spirit combat sheet?
Yep.
On a special success, the rolled spirit damage is doubled. So because it drops 1 level of success from critical to...
Because he succeeded.
yeah. So double spirit combat, wasn't it?
Double roll damage, I think it was.
Yeah. So he does 8 points of damage, which actually hurts that spirit quite a lot. Okay, it's basically wiped out half of its magic points in one go.
Ouch.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, and that was the end of that round. So, Vidad, you've closed your distance. Down the bottom, the 3 that were running away have run away a bit further. And
Question.
Yep.
When I shot the 3 arrows, can I still move this round?
Only at 1 hex. Just for Smelly Ass and for Boris, I'm just going to make a con roll for each of them. Boris wakes up, and the nicest way to say it is gets the hell out of Dodge. He really didn't like that smell. Okay.
Is Smelly Ass
And
awake?
Boris is our friend, right?
Boris is our friend, yep. Boris is Sindred's war beast, but fell unconscious in the process of charging Smelly Ass.
And Smelly Ass is he back up?
No, Smelly Ass is... Hang on a second. I'm just going to check his... Smelly Ass is awake.
And was he went unconscious from blood loss, did he?
He took a big hit. Yeah, I'm just having to pull him up. Okay, Smelly Ass took a big hit to his left arm, which incapacitated his left arm, and he fell unconscious. Sindred had got him in the arm with the lance. Okay, so he literally has got no arm, but is actually then up and trying to take stock of what's going on. Okay, so Tostan.
Yes.
What are you up to, Tostan? What are you doing?
Oh, the statement of intent?
Yep.
Oh yeah, still just wailing on this dude.
Okay. Vidad.
These guys down here, have they moved from there?
That's Sindred and the fear spirit he's fighting.
Oh, down here?
Yep.
Oh, where were the other 2 guys that were running away?
About the same distance again, further down.
Off the map?
Pretty well, out of your range of view.
Okay, cool. Who are these people down here?
They're the kids that you were chasing the broo to come and rescue.
So the only real target that's in range is this fella here, the spirit still?
Yep.
Or this guy that's just got up?
Yep. From what you've seen so far, that Smelly Ass has a real potential to cause havoc.
Right. Is there anybody else in that vicinity that belongs to us? Like these guys are unconscious and not ours, are they?
No, they're dead. The 2 with the crosses in them are dead.
Okay. I'm just going to open up a fissure underneath them.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Okay, Semler, Hengest is going to continue, and Jeanne.
Well, are these ghosts undead?
Yep.
So can Hengest use his turn undead?
No, sorry. No, they're not undead. They're spirits.
Okay. Yeah, so Hengist will have to continue, but the icon's actually not modifying. He doesn't have 13 magic points. He's down to 6 right now. So for Jeanne, what does the... Where did I have that recorded?
Okay, done it.
Here we go. What does the spirit block do?
Okay, it adds... used to add 10 points to... Hang on, I'll look it up. Because
I got it on
it's changed.
341 here.
I'll look it up if you want.
Yeah, I got it. It's on page 341.
I think it's like protection.
Spirit
but-
block. This spell helps protect the recipient from attack by spirits. Each point of the spell acts as spiritual armor and absorbs 2 points of magic point damage in spirit combat.
There we go.
Did you not? I think you already cast that. I cast that last game.
I don't know. Is that why he has 13 when he really has 6? I don't know.
Not sure.
I'll scroll up and have a squeeze.
Yep. He does, actually, no, you're right. He does have 1 point of that already up. And if you cast another point over top of him, it won't do anything. It'll just waste a rune point. So I'll just reduce the damage he took then by 2.
Okay. All right. Not a lot I can do it for him, but let's see. So this comfort song, if his magic goes below 0, he'll still continue to engage in the spirit combat?
If his magic points get down to 0, he's unconscious.
Even with the comfort song?
I can't remember what comfort song does, but...
It says that... Let's see. It says that which keeps all listeners from feeling pain, effectively anesthetizing the body while still permitting consciousness.
Yep, so just if he was in physical combat, yes, it would keep him going, but no, not in spirit combat.
Okay, yeah, I can't do it. I'm just going to give him a little shoulder rub. You got this.
Yeah,
You
Come
do
on,
this.
big boy. You can do it. This is all about the meaning of life. And I say, this is a philosophical question here, Hengest. Can you or can you not best a ghost?
Mm-hmm.
The irony of a Humakti philosopher.
Spirit combat is scary.
Hey, it's one of those things now with the way they've set it up, because you're not chipping away at each other round after round, it tends to be big hits on either side, and all of a sudden you can see half your magic points disappear just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Josh and Sammy. Yeah, you've made your move, so what are you looking to do?
I can see that Smelly is getting back up. Can I?
Yep.
Alrighty. What kind of armor does he have?
Smelly ass. The best way to describe it would be very stinky and dirty, but he's just wearing hard leather and a liner thorax on his body.
Okay. Tostan seems to have that Villa stood well under control, so I'm going to start shooting at Smelly ass.
Yep. Okay, and you will get a plus 25 to that because you are an unseen target, completely surprised, so he's got no idea you're there.
Nice.
Okay, so order of shooting at the moment will be, we'll go with Enders, then Vidad, and then Tostan, and go from there. Cool.
Right.
So Enders, first shot.
So that was the first shot with
Still
25
using those shit arrows.
fire.
Yeah, he used up all the multi-missiles last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I still have some magic points, but I don't really want to use them with so many spirits around.
Yep. Yep. Can leave you in a rather weakened state. Okay, so the first one hits and bounces. Okay, this is now Vidad, so power times 5 to roll the to cast the spell.
Can I use one of my affinities first?
Yep. Okay, so you're going to add 20% to your chance to cast.
Did that roll? It didn't
Yep.
Didn't even register on my thing. So 20%. So what was it? Power 5.
Yep,
Just add 20 to it.
just misses.
Not with minus 20. Oh yeah, 64. Yeah, still does. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's second round. So, strike rank 5, Vidad. Sorry, Tostan. God, I keep getting those two confused today.
Let's go.
So because it's a rune spell, so does that mean it just doesn't go off, or what does it mean?
Just so
Or just misses
cost you
them?
no match. Yeah, basically you waved your magic wand and your magic wand went fit. It just fizzled and didn't actually go off. It hasn't cost you any magic points.
I didn't use a wand. I was opening a fissure.
Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, freaking wrong spell.
Yeah.
Okay. It just doesn't go off. No points, no cost. It just didn't go.
All right.
It's an out hit.
Is
Hang on. Sorry. Back it up. We'll do your damage in a second, Tostan. Okay, so you do your Earth Affinity. Yep, you've done your Earth Affinity, haven't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was plus 20.
Yep, sorry, I was looking at two different things here. So 70%. Okay, now roll your Earth Rune again to actually cast the spell.
Earth Rune.
Yep. So it comes off this time and it opens up underneath him. So he has to make what is it? It's a Dex times 3 or he falls into the hole.
Just a second, I'll just read it for you. Fisher. So I've just expended 2 rune points on that as well.
Yep.
So it's actually 10 meters long, 2 meters wide, and 10 meters deep.
Okay, can you draw in there exactly? So each hex is 3 meters. So you just draw in there.
Yep. But I'll just give you this thing in reference to. It's not under a wall. No. If the chasm is formed underneath the target must roll Dex by 3 or fall into it, taking 1d6 falling damage per 3 meter depth of the chasm. Okie dokie. So just let me draw it in. Oh, what did I say? Shit.
10 meters by 5 meters or something.
And
10 meters deep.
Okay, he failed his Dex roll.
Bye. Good
So
job.
once you've done doing your pit and showing me just how many bodies are going to fall into it.
Change his name to Long Drop.
It's going to be a bit like that.
oh shit! I chose the color of your background.
That's right, it shows.
So it's 1, 2, 3. So that each one was 3 meters. You said, wasn't it?
Yep.
So it's that long.
Cool. So you've basically picked up the bodies and that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So he falls. So roll your damage. I think it's 2d6.
For every 3 meters, it should be 3d6 now.
Yep. So go for
10
it.
meters
3d6.
deep.
Oh, PC.
Okay. And roll location.
Location. Do you have a bar for that? Do you have a macro for that in here?
Just down the bottom of your main.
Oh, character sheet. Yep.
Right arm. So his left arm was already munted. Now his right arm is now incapacitated. So he's definitely not going to be able to climb out. And looking at that, because no armor protects.
Was he the one with the gem in his forehead?
No, that's a bowler, the one next to it that's also fallen into the pit.
Oh, bugger.
That's all right. It's only 10 meters down. Okay. Smelly ass. And then croaks.
I was going to say we could get him to throw it up, but he's got no arms.
Okay. And the problem with that is, of course, that anyone going down into the pit to try and sort of get anything has to still deal with the smell because it hasn't gone away.
Now it's concentrated in the bottom of a pit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Snoo will be
burn
gutted.
that bit. We just burn that bit and go after that.
Yeah, Snoo will be absolutely gutted because it was a huge big emerald in the centre of the guy's forehead. Okay.
What I need to be able to do is do reverse spell and do close fisher and look at whoever looking at that gem and look at them and snap my fingers and watch it close. Looks like you've got to dig 10 meters now.
Bang. Actually, yeah, that's where you want the dwarf from the Red Moon Rising game that can just turn around and make all that earth just disappear. He buried the lunar bodies. Okay, so Tostan, you hit and you did 10 points of damage. I'm not even going to bother rolling the parry for the simple fact that the guy's got a 5% chance only.
Go on, do it anyway. Might fumble.
Here it comes.
Womp womp.
Womp, womp, womp. So 10 points of damage to the...
Right
leg.
Okay, poor old Villas. He looks like he's a Kiwi football player. Okay, 3 points of armor from the Kia Volley. Okay, 7 points get through. He's only got 6 points in the leg. He's going to fall to the ground anyway. And he's still alive. Just, but still alive. Okay, doing a con roll to see... Okay, he is still conscious and still able to operate. He has no means of healing himself other than first aid, so he is going to try and staunch his wound because he will now be bleeding out at 1 per round.
That's good. Well, he's going to get an aimed shot to the head the next round, so you better staunch it pretty damn well.
Yep. Okay, that was bloody lethal.
I'll change my intent as Smelly Ass isn't on the field anymore and just try to look around to see if anything's trying to sneak up on us.
Okay, roll a scan roll.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Just going to alter something for you. If you ever looked around the map, you should now have a greater view of the map.
Alrighty. I'll try. Yeah,
You might just
I
want to
see
roll
more,
out.
but
Okay. So from what you've seen in the last couple of rounds, Sammy, this mucus has sort of taken off down to the southeast, and Tusa and the Kraken have bolted to the south.
all right.
They may or may not be actually in your range now. Okay, so that was on 5. 6 is movement, so those guys are going to complete their movement. Okay, can't do anything with 1. Okay, I'm going to have a random. No, can't even do that because he's just been hit. Okay, so that was on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is done, so 12 is going to be spirit combat. Okay, Hengest.
Hengest. Special.
Okay, so roll normal spirit combat damage because you're...
So for him, it's 1d6 plus 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So you should just be able to hit that button.
Oh. Nice.
Whoa.
9 points.
Max damage.
That's pretty awesome.
It's from that shoulder rub from Jeanne. She's got special properties in those hands. You guys were probably thinking when I said it, it's not going to help.
That is true. Did not believe in the magic fingers.
If a ghost could look sick, the ghost is looking sick.
Nice.
Extra transparent.
You're looking very thin now. I don't know how much of that's actually showing for you guys.
Very good, Hengest.
That was very good. Okay, and now for Sindred. See, the fact that you guys wrecked my spirit called Shady McShadeface is gutting, but... Okay, so we had a fail versus a normal success.
Is this just normal spirit combat, or is it the the scary shit?
Normal spirit combat. So 5 points off Sindred. Sindred's actually starting to look a little bit... I don't know what the word would be. He basically took half his magic points in that hit.
Now, none of us can actually engage in spirit combat, can we? We need to be engaged.
I think there's funny rules. Just bringing it up.
It's a ghost, isn't it?
I think
if it's materialized, we can. Is that right?
Yep. So they're both now visible. They're both actually materialized on the plane to actually engage in the combat. So one's a ghost and one's a fear spirit. Okay. Any number of discorporate spirits may attack a single entity at a time. So you can cast spells at it. Once a corporal being is engaged in spirit combat, they may not attempt any skill or engage any physical melee combat with a separate physical melee target without first succeeding at an intelligence check. They may choose to attack the spirit attacking them using enchanted weapons without succeeding at a concentration check. Okay, corporal beings engaged in spirit combat may cast a spell if they succeed at a concentration check.
Does that mean that if I shoot it with the
Speed dart,
it takes?
Yeah. Speed dart would definitely damage it because it counts as enchanted as magical damage.
Yeah, but multi-missile.
Yeah, it's just a normal. Yeah.
Just an extra arrow, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
So the way I read that, lots and lots of spirits can attack one person, but only whatever has been engaged by the spirit can actually attack it. But because it's visible, you guys can cast spells at it or attack it with magical weapons.
Does anyone have magical weapons?
I do. Well, no, not a magical weapon. I have a magical loot.
Do a Hendrix on it. Hendrix move, yeah.
I say magical lady, smash.
Someone had a magical weapon. Someone did.
So Hengest actually has blade sharp, but hasn't got it cast at the moment.
No, but somebody had a normal magical weapon. We got a magical weapon from somewhere. There was a sword or something. Someone picked it up because I remember I was carrying it or something, and then what did we sell it? Probably sold it.
There was a weapon with a matrix in it, blade sharp 2 or something. Yeah. Oh, and then there of course is the blade matrix that Hengest is carrying. But of course.
Oh shit! Hengest does have the blade sharp sword.
Yeah. So he can
attack the spirit with his weapon. Can he not?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So it's one or the other.
Oh well, I'm going to use the blade sharp sword.
Just remember that only the blade sharp does damage, whereas when he does damage, what does he do? A d6 or a d6 plus 3 damage when he actually does spirit combat?
So the blade sharp sword is a 1d8 plus 5. So what's...
Yeah, but it would only do 4 points of damage.
Alright. Okay.
What's your percentage with spirit combat as compared to your spirits? Yeah.
Well, spirit combat percentage I think is 40 or 45, but his sword is 95.
Sword's 95.
Yeah, so you're going to hit more with your sword than you are with your spirit combat.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, okay. I'll wait till statement of intent.
Well, we're basically there now, so yeah.
Okay. Jeanne's going to light her loot on fire in preparation to hit the spirit with it.
Nice.
I say this will be like Cacophonix the Bard to Enders.
Well, you know, I could also get my mouth harp and go and stab it with my mouth harp. Because it's actually magical.
No. She'll keep doing it. Does it meditate? Will that help him at all?
No, not him, but
I'll just try and meditate to send good vibes his way. And if I get it, I can tick that box. But yeah,
No.
Hengest is going to what?
And so it won't tick your box.
Hengest is going to do the blade sharp sword attack.
Okay, so that's Hengest taken care of. Tostan, you've cleaved this guy to the ground. He's not doing anything. You're doing the aim shot to the head.
Correct.
Okay, so you get another plus 40 because he's to the ground.
Yep.
Okay, Endars.
I am going to walk over to Willis and take my spear, I think I have, and hit it with that if Tostan doesn't kill it.
Okay, you can move 1, 2, 3.
No, I have a sword actually. Yeah.
You can move 3 strike ranks and still make your attack at the end of the round, or you can just try and charge through and bowl them over.
Yeah, I'll just move right next to it so I can hit it next round.
Yep. Okay, and Vidad.
Okay.
Are you mouth harping or?
Am I what? No. Because I mean, he seems to have it under control with the amount of people that are on him. Because Sindred's all the way down the bottom, isn't he?
Yep.
So he's 50 meters away. So that's still in my spell range. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's any rune. So I can cast a spirit block on him. Is that right?
Yeah, that's 160 meters with spirit block. Yep.
So
just check whether or not it's touch or not.
It just says ranged temporal stackable.
Yep, so 160 meter range, so you can cast spirit block on him, and that would give him 2 points of armor.
That's for each point that I use. Is that right? Right. Okay. Yep. Just let me see how much I got. So I got 2. I'll give him 4 of my current point. Oh, I'll cast a spell first.
Remember, it's a divine spell, or a rune magic spell, so it's only whatever rune points you got.
No, it's a spirit magic spell.
Spirit screen is the spirit magic one, and spirit block is the rune magic one.
What am I looking then? Okay, so I'll need to go back to that and have a look then, because it means I've put them all in the wrong place. Oh yeah, there's common rune magic. Yep, I see what you're doing. So what was the spirit? What?
Spirit screen, but I don't think you've got it because Marangor's not got that one. But yeah, spirit block. If you've got rune points left, you can bang them into him.
No, I've got no rune points left. I'm at 0. I'll just do the befuddle then.
Okay.
Sure. So what rune for that? Doesn't matter, does it? It's any
power times 5 for befuddle. Yep. Okay, so strike rank 1 is everyone moving, so strike rank 2 is befuddle. Okay, you still got a plus 20 because of that other rune enhancement, so that'll work. Okay, so now it's your power versus its magic points. So your power is 12, is it? Okay, its magic points are down to 9, so you've got a 65% chance of it working.
So just roll die 100.
Yep.
So with the plus 20 or no? Oh, you got it.
No, but it no, that was just for the chance to cast. So yep. So the spirit is befuddled. Okay. And just remember to tick your power. Okay, so that was on 2, on 3, on 4, on 5 is Tostan.
Okay.
The guy can't even parry.
Ugh, 4 to the head.
Okay, 4 points to the head.
Hang on. A battle axe is not 1d8. It's 1d8 plus 2, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, that is wrong. Has it been like that all the time? Spewing. Okay, so that's 6 damage to the head.
6 damage to the head. Yep. So that's right. Aim shot. So it's at the end of the round. So that's 12. And
sorry. Yeah.
Enders gets over there by the end of the round. That'll go spirit damage, and the other baddies are way off the edge of the map now. Mucus has made it to safety.
Son of a bitch.
For now.
For now. Okay, so
Was he our target?
he was one of the guys. He was a target, but then he ran away because he didn't like the fact that he got hurt. No, he got demoralized. Okay, so spirit combat.
Oh, was he supposed to attack in strike rank 6? Hengest?
No, so it's 12. Yeah, so that's why I'm just sort of doing a catch up on that. So so now will be Hengest with his sword.
Special.
Okay. So that will be, I'll roll it as 8 points of damage. Okay. Ghosty is dead.
That's nice.
Don't know how that actually works out, having a ghosty that's dead, but it's definitely dissolved. You know, this big well of blackness and nastiness that's been trying to wrap Hengest up, and has just vaporized as he's swiped his sword through him. In fact, he would have impaled it with it. Would look really funny, big sort of sword going through the middle of the blackness, and then it disappears. Okay, so make sure that you've ticked his power, and also just note that he defeated the fucking ghost. Okay, and it'll be Sindred just to get through there.
But that spirit is befuddled, so
Yeah,
is it
so it does
okay?
need a chance to hit back.
Okay.
Okay, that spirit is completely lost at the moment, trying to do it. At the end of that round, those Sindred's done 3 points of damage to him. So he will, the next round, try and shake off the befuddle. Okay. So summaries up to this point. We've got Enders is closed to get a shot this coming round. Tostan did the aim blow at the end of that round and did minimal damage to the head.
So he's not dead?
No, he's only barely alive, but not dead. Oh, you guys can't see their health bars, can you?
No, we can.
Yep, so he's down to very minimal hit points. Hengest killed the ghost. Vidad has befuddled the other one and taken out, got rid of the 3 bodies and taken out Smelly Ass. Boris is meandering round over here on the side, wandering off down to find Hengest. To find Sindred. The kids are still huddled around the fire. Okay, so statements of intent for what could well be the final round of combat. Let's go with Tostan.
I'll just do a normal hit.
So strike rank 6, yep.
5.
5, yep. Okay, Vidad.
Oh, I don't have access to anything really from. Oh, I can.
Yep, that's
use
right. The spirit's already befuddled, and it won't. It'll try and shake it off at the end of this round.
Well, that spirit's already befuddled, isn't it?
Villas.
So the only real target is this. Oh, sorry.
And he's taking
This
another
one here.
point of damage.
I can befuddle him.
Bleeding.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So roll power. Boom.
Okay, it comes off, and he has 16 magic points. So you have a 30% chance of success. 30. Yep.
Sorry, I'll just roll.
Yeah. Nailed him. Poor guy's got no idea what the hell's going on. All of a sudden, out of the darkness, blades keep sort of slashing into him. He can't see anything other than sort of a quick blur. Every time he tries to parry, it sort of fails miserably. Can't hit anything, and then all of a sudden, he's completely and utterly lost with what to do. Yep, this is a great battle.
Oh, boo-hoo.
No, God, Fed, come save me.
Can I use my hate chaos passion to augment my My broadsword.
Your hate chaos, yep. So you can roll that. And
That is a success.
Yep.
I have a plus 40 modifier on my weapons, but I don't think that should be for the broadsword. So.
You've got plus 40 because he's on the ground. And
Okay.
you have, apart from that, you have no other. So you've got a total of plus 60% chance to hit him on the ground.
That's nice. So I'm
what's your strike rank?
5.
Okay, so both you and Tostan will go off on the same round. On the same strike rank, so go for it. And Tostan?
Oh. Yes.
I think it's done.
Okay.
23 critical to the abdomen. Have it.
Okay, so both of you rush up, Enders has rushed up beside it, gone, stab, and hit it in the left arm for a very solid hit, and at the same time, Tostan sort of slams his battle axe into the gut, and literally decapitate. What's the word? If it's not decapitate, if it's going through the gut, but definitely cleaves him in two. So he's just taken, in that one strike rank, a total of
35. Oh no, because his armor.
Yeah, so he's taken 23 points to the abdomen, which means he's probably just taken 12, and he's taken another 9 to the arm. I'll put the obligatory X on him. He is
That's
well and
good,
truly dead.
Bad, because we're now going to be sprayed with broo guts.
Yeah. So roll. You might as well roll your luck now. So power times 3 for both.
Is that your missus making that dinner in the background? Is it?
It's the neighbour with the saw.
So power times 3?
Yep, power times 3.
Oh, 3, sorry. 3. I succeed.
It's a failure.
Okay. So Enders could be very unlucky.
No, please, no.
Okay. And what'd you do? You did 23 hit points, didn't you, to the abdomen?
Yeah.
He took 14 of that.
No, it was a critical.
Yeah, but it maxed out at 14.
All right. It's all he could take.
Yeah. He's ended up on negative 19 hit points.
Jesus.
It's amazing when you get hit like that all in one big round. Okay, that brings us down to Sindred the Slayer versus the Spirit. Okay, Sindred gears himself up and goes to use none of his runes because none of them will count. Unfortunately, not Chaos.
Hate chaos. Oh no, that's not chaos.
It's quite good as everything dies. I actually can clear up some space.
We do our best.
Oh, both of them failed their rolls, thankfully.
What was this one for?
That was Sindred and the Fear Spirit in combat. Oh, sorry, yeah, he is. So I didn't even get to do that. I'll just roll now to see if he can get out.
He's befuddled, isn't he?
He thought he did really, really well.
He thought he did. He's good.
He
befuddled. Yeah,
yep.
I think I did that. Yeah.
All of a sudden, the spirit looks at Sindred and then sort of looks around and shoots off. Now it's got a power of.
Doesn't it need to run over?
Yeah, I'm just having a look. It's got a move of 17. All of a sudden, that spirit just goes dunk, 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 dunk. Okay, it's mistaken who's the bad guys. It is off chasing its previous owner. Yep. The problems when you give spirits int. Okay, So, at the end of that round, that spirit is disengaged and taken off after Tirsa the Terrible. Everything that's on the field that was a broo is dead, and the spirit is taken care of. The ghost is dead, and that is the end of combat. You guys, it didn't quite work to the original plan, but it has worked.
I'll try to find it.
I'm gonna go check on the kids. The
I'll try
kids.
to find any arrows.
Anybody need any healing?
Yep. So you're running around looking for arrows. Actually, so Vidad, Tostan, and Enders are the three that can see everything just as normal. Everyone else is still relying on using torches to keep themselves going.
Where did Boris get to in the end?
Boris, that's only been 2 rounds since Boris woke up, so he's only got to there.
Oh, right, cool.
He was just sort of meandering off towards Sindred. Okay. I'll let you guys just sort of chat for a minute, and I'll be back in about 60 seconds.
That's how long it takes to murder a neighbour.
I was going to say, just work out what you're going to do. I know Snoo was seriously wanting that gem, but it's now at the bottom of a pit with it's full of smelly stuff.
Yep. Well,
Does anyone have any fire spells that they can actually burn the pit down?
no, I've only got extinguish, not ignite. Yeah, she's the super healer.
Yeah, she does, but I don't think that applies to a stench.
No, the smell's chaotic feature.
And also, I have 3 rune points, and there's 3 kids, so I need to check to see if they have
Yeah.
diseases first.
Oh, I can actually see the kids now.
I'm actually going to try not to use the rune points. I think I can just treat disease. Yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
just buffer yourself. Take time to do the skill, and then use one of your runes to enhance it, and then do a time because you can take time, and if you take the time, you get more of a bonus to your skill. So
Okay.
I'm not sure whether we're supposed to be seeing it, but 2 of those kids have got what looks like
Boy,
Oh, yeah, they do.
signs on them, and they're not in suits.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the...
Yeah,
Let's see, would that be a fertility or harmony? Maybe a harmony.
Let's suppose which one's the better because it has fertility and harmony, doesn't it?
They're both equal, and then my moon is also equal. They're all 3 are 80.
All right, buff your
Is this
buff
Yeah.
your skill. Treat
full
disease.
pent?
I didn't roll for some reason. Oh, critical. Boom. Does that mean I
Tick.
get plus 50?
Tick. Yeah.
My fucking cure disease gets a mod of 50 now. These kids are going to have cancer cured that hasn't even grown yet.
Nice.
Okay.
Which one was that? That was my harmony. So I just rolled a crit to buff my skill for harmony to treat disease on these children.
Okay. So, what is it? There's a special skill for Chalana Roy, isn't it, that they can detect disease just by...
Yeah, they can detect it.
Oh, yeah,
by
that's
looking.
right. There was. I was trying to find that. I thought there was, but I couldn't find it in my notes. I don't know where I have that.
It's just by looking, so you don't have to make a roll or anything. You just look at them and go, "Yeah, you're fucked. You're going to die in 5 days. Yeah, you're fucked too. You got about 5 years. Go and make a roll."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so I'm
why,
gonna.
that's why I thought naming the brew like Ebola, syphilis, that sort of stuff was always a good move.
I'm gonna treat the disease on these children.
Okay, so treat disease gives them an enhanced chance to resist any disease. So when you get there, you notice that the one in the brown and the one in the sort of whitey beigey colour, they are actually diseased. But the other one, you sense that there's something a bit different. You can sense the disease, but she's not actually diseased.
Well, I'll treat her for disease regardless anyway.
Okay. So rolling for the one on the left. Yep.
Yeah, left mid. I got the left already. That was the middle. This is the one on the right. Special on the right.
Okay, cool. So that gives them a very good chance of resisting on their next rolls.
Okay. And do I notice anything different now that I've done that with the one in the middle? Or am I still noticing the same?
She's not actually diseased.
So a patient zero scenario?
Spirit possessing.
Roll your cult lore for Chalana Arroy.
Okay. Not really as high as it should be, considering all, but... Oh, well, my skills are buffed, right? Does
No,
that work for
not
cult lore as well?
everything.
No,
Not everything.
just the one.
Okay.
So, do you have a fire rune?
I do not. I mean, I have a fire rune, but no
What's the
points in
percentage
it.
on it? Okay, no. Do you have
Earth 70, Moon 80, Fertility 80, Harmony 80, Fire 20.
What about on your passions? What do you have there?
Oh, passions. Here we go. Devotion, Chalana Arroy. Fear dragons. Loyalty to the Sisters of Mercy. Loyalty to family, and loyalty to the Great Hospital.
Okay, I'll let you roll on the devotion Chalana Arroy.
Okay, that will help. Do I get the boost to this or no?
This is the one that's looking to boost your other thing, so it's just a straight roll.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Success. All right.
Okay, so you get a plus 20 on your cult lore Chalana Arroy.
Okay. That looks slightly better. 100% increase. Oh, just made it.
Okie dokie. So, in the classes that you were probably skipping because you were helping out in the hospital, etc.
I was snogging the boys.
Yeah. They talk about the fact that one of Broo's favourite tactics is to cast a carry disease spell on a target, and then they'd send them off back into circulation where they spread the disease. They're immune to that disease.
Oh no.
But they actually
This
still
is
able
not
to
good.
spread it.
Okay, what can I do about that?
So, the other two...
Cure all diseases with the rune magic?
Chuck it down the fisher.
Good move. Okay. So Enders is out to make sure they can burn everything.
Well, I mean, the shit that won't burn is like gem and stuff like that. So,
Oh, what a pity.
Will my...
Well, if this kid is immune to disease, get her to drag the dead brew.
Okay, it's an 8 or 9 year old kid.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
mentally
yeah.
scar her or anything.
And it's the smell that's
You'll have to-
the problem.
You'll have to chop the bodies up for the kids so they
Can you
kill
do
it
it-
piece by piece.
can you do a dispel magic?
Yeah, I was just checking Hengist's. I think he has a dispel magic. He has a counter magic. I don't think that's. Yeah, he has a dismiss magic, and it says variant. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he can
That's
cast
really
it
magic,
at
isn't
a number of points. So I think he's got 2 rune points left from memory because he used his spirit block on one of the earlier ones.
But by the same token, too, if he's going to do it, I'd use one of his as a buff and then take time as well. Do a ritual or something like that. Take the
Yep.
time to do it.
Casting it's not going to be a huge issue. It's just will it or won't it work?
But the longer he takes to cast a spell, the more you add to it, the more chance you have of making it work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what happened? So all right, Joan's gonna tell the rest of the party. This child has been a spell of disease cast on him, and
Yeah.
it spreads the disease to the others. We must use a dismiss magic. And the Hengist is like, "Oh, I've dismissed magic." So let's take this child off to the side. So Jeanne's going to be real maternal. Don't worry, nothing to fear. And then Hengest will do his little ritual stuff. Are there rolls that go with that?
No, just can add to the overall percentage. So basically, as long as you don't roll 96 to 100, the spell will cast.
Okay. Now, what is he rolling? Is it a power?
It's the rune. So it's whatever your highest rune is what will let you cast.
It doesn't have to be associated with the spell?
No, because this magic's a common spell. So the next question is, are you going to cast 1 rune point or 2 rune points?
Well, he only has 2 rune points left, so I think I should only cast 1. How powerful is this spell? Was I able to
you don't know,
discern that?
It's not within your purvey. You haven't got anyone here that can necessarily see the magic. I'm just trying to think.
Well, Hengest wants to cast 1, but John's going to convince him to cast 2. She'll plead with him a little bit.
But with Joan, didn't she recognise the carrier in the first place?
Yeah, it's just the strength of the spell.
So she could actually see whether it was still there or not because she recognised it in the first place. No.
She guessed that this is what they've done. She couldn't. She could sense disease in the other 2 and sense a presence of disease, but not actually. She didn't recognise that this one was actually.
So don't undisease everybody, because we need to see if this child diseases when we put it with someone else with chicken pox. We're going to give it an autoimmunity by itself. We do this. Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah.
Let's have a soul waste party.
Trouble is, if you do that and you don't, it's going to get autism, not the disease.
and you still don't know whether or not Enders has got autism or not.
Yeah,
that's true. You can have a bloody good guess there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let alone Boris. Poor old Boris smashed through Smelly Bum.
So he'll attempt his with 2 rune points. He'll utilize 2 rune points on this. And so with taking my time, do I get a boost to the rune roll?
So it does. So just anything that's not a 96 or 100. All right,
I'll just roll a normal D100. I wonder if I should use this death rune since that box isn't ticked yet. I'll do that.
It's just a generic one. So whichever way you go, it's not an actual rune. It's not an actual rune thing. It's just a straight casting spell. Okay, so it succeeds, and you then go along and do your, Professor X. Can I sense anything here? And you cannot sense any disease anymore.
Jeanne doesn't sense anything?
John sort of senses no presence of disease anymore.
All right. She jumps up and down. Yay!
Good job.
Thank you, Hengest. We need to have a sleep sometime soon because our magic points are just wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
Yeah. So
probably not here, where all this disease is.
Did the
disease DNA spread everywhere?
Did they bounce, but they didn't leave anything? They just legged it.
You notice that there wasn't a lot other than, say, like a few food supplies around the campfire, and everyone seemed to be carrying their own weapons, etc. And there's not much apart from that.
I would say that we do not want to eat any food that we can find from here.
No.
Yeah. So, you're looking to move all those bodies down into the pit and burn them?
Yep.
You might as well just get Enders to do it since he's already diseased.
Is Enders diseased? I thought I cured him last game. Oh, that just happened. That's right.
Oh. Unlucky. Yeah.
Don't worry, you didn't fumble.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all he was worried about, as long as you don't fumble.
Actually, yeah, once he's done, I'll do my cure disease on him as well.
Okay, Boris stops being sick. So after about an hour, you haven't killed the kids.
Yay.
Well, it was a tough moral choice there, I think, for the better of society if you had have killed 3 young children versus letting them spread disease out into the world. Okay, and you throw a bit of oil in and you throw a torch in and woof, there's this giant bonfire. The wind is currently blowing from left to right on the screen. Where is everyone going to stand?
On the left side of the fire?
Yeah,
From left, right.
upwind of the fire.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to be standing over here.
Yeah, I've just moved myself.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Do we have control of the children? Oh, I can't move the kids.
No, that's cool. I'll just sort of take them as being wherever you guys are.
Okay.
So this has all taken like an hour or so to get to this point. Then all of a sudden you light the big bonfire and sort of poof, everything goes up in flames. There's a lot of sizzle and crack and pop. Now,
Ugh.
after a while, all of a sudden there's a huge boof. I mean, like an amazingly big fireball goes off.
Oh, the gem. Damn it.
No.
Okay, belch. So, just everyone mark out where you are, just so I can sort of measure the effect. If you, it's like a greeny yellow tinge of flame. It sort of reminds you a bit of the Battle of Blackwater.
Cool.
Too soon, Glenn. Stannis the Menace lost that battle.
Okay, so this explosion goes off. Basically, the area that Smelly Bum's aura takes up is about the distance that everything sort of goes, and it, like, you see bodies fly up into the air. So basically what happened was Belch was the one that had the flame around his mouth. He had the singed marks from where he had burns around his face. It was him going up. Basically, the glands that allowed him to breathe fire all exploded. It reminds you, Endars, a bit of when you sort of just about lost your arm and reaching out that fire gem. So that was a huge explosion, and you see bits and pieces scattered everywhere, but you notice that everything that comes out is covered in that as making everything burn better. Effectively, it's just had Greek fire spread across everything that was in there, so it's now burning hotter and faster than what it was before. But it did spray out a couple of meters from the actual fissure. So you guys no one's been damaged from it, but and everything's burning, so there's nothing going to be left to contaminate everyone at the end of about an hour. So we've got through to about 3 a.m. now, and you've got rid of the remains, you've got rid of the fire, and all there is just ash at the bottom. This has made sure that everything has been disintegrated of the bodies.
Can we see the gem down there?
At the moment, it's just a whole lot of ash.
I think we need to wait until the morning. And in the morning, we can go and take the gem. I think it's too hot at the moment if it just gone down.
Hot stuff.
So if we sleep for night now, and in the morning we can go and salvage the good stuff.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
What was that, sorry?
If we take a sleep now and in the morning we can go to the pit and take the good stuff.
Yeah, how far away are we from the homestead that these kids have come from?
You're about 4 to 6 hours travel because they're from 2 different homesteads.
Yeah.
But don't we know that hasn't been the case where we've been going there, everybody's dead anyway? So we need to take them to another homestead like we did before, those ones that we dropped off. Didn't we drop some off at another homestead?
Invaded. So that's the kids that were on the left-hand side of the page. You've got a gaggle of children now.
Yeah, maybe we should rest up at least until first light anyway.
Yeah, and just to remember, 2 of them are actually suffering the effects of disease, and you've cured the other one of the spell that it was carrying.
Oh, didn't you do treat disease?
Yep, but what it does is it gives them a roll, enhanced chance on their next roll.
Are they contagious?
At the moment, they're isolated, so you're not sure.
Hmm.
Depends on how serious you want to be with the old soul waste party.
Well, leave that up to Jeanne, that she's got it in hand.
Will do. How close are we to my height of land?
Quite a way away.
Are we? Okay.
So I suppose if we're staying here the night, we'll just back up into the wooded areas and just
away
make
from
camp
where
then.
the broo
Yeah.
camped.
Yep, so you can either go back over to the left where you left the original kids waiting, or you can go up to the north, just above where you are at the moment. And that's a nice little sort of protected area that you can sort of just have to guard the front.
Hengest the Scribe. Is it morning yet?
At the moment, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So just waiting to see if there's anything else you need to do. You're just looking to see if there's anything else you want to do with while you've still got Cat's Eye up.
Those kids are over with us. Jean's going to stay with the children.
Okay.
While I've got Darkwalk and Cat's Eye and they're organising their camp, I'll walk down towards the south, right down here, just to make sure that there's no lurkers, that they've all have buggered off.
Yeah, despite whatever I show on the map, yes, they are.
They're buggered off?
Buggered off.
Yeah, cool.
I'm just going to go and get rid of them off the map.
Oh, there they are. Tara, Caleb, and Gelfie. And now we have 3 more children. So 6 children. Is Gelfie carrying a wagon wheel? Oh no, he's carrying a log.
I think it was a torch was next to him. It was so I could light up that area. Okay. So, uneventful through the evening. You sort of grab 4 hours sleep. You wake up, sort of the sun's definitely sort of rising now into the sky. You've no longer got Cat's Walk, Dark Walk, or anything like that. And you have been unmolested throughout the night.
Unlike the kids.
Oh, wow.
Unlucky kids.
Okay, so you're having, at the moment, you're keeping the 2 lots of kids separate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. The girl that was on the left-hand side in the whitey brown dress, her sister is, I think it's Gilfie or something like that. They're related. She was taken from the original homestead, and the other 2 come from the second homestead that you guys had come along that had already been attacked. Okay, basically you've got this pit of ash that's now sort of cooled down. You've got the remnants all in there, and it's, what are you up to?
So, Hengest, should we follow the broo that fled the previous evening, or should we take these children somewhere safe?
I will try to get that gem first.
Yeah, mate, we need to get that gem. You know, the other gem was bloody good. There's Sindred.
Oh, I thought that was Dave. I thought he was here already.
I tell you now, if the fucking dog's getting some and I'm not.
That's right. He wanted that gem.
Sindred's looking lovingly at Chamomile and sort of thinking that the poor Chamomile, after the damage that she took after the last thing, he has kept the bison well away from this area.
Well, at least he learns from his mistakes.
And he's checked out Boris really well.
Grab a long stick, and I'm gonna sift in the ashes with this long stick, seeing if I can upend that ruby or gem, whatever it was.
Okay, it was a big emerald. Yeah, it was the size of my fist. Okay, so it was a good big emerald, and it was originally smack bang in the broo's center of his forehead. Okay, that was the only thing that you'd seen on the outside. But of course, everything, like all of their gear, everything you've thrown in the pit.
I've got an air elemental that we can use to blow the ash away to get to the guts of it.
Where is it? Here we go. Just poking around.
Okay, so you've got a so something the size of my fist at the bottom of the pit is, what was it, 10 meters by 5 meters by
10
let's
meters.
say yeah. So let's say there's
One,
about 100
two.
mil or 4 inches deep worth of ash in the bottom after everything is sort of burned away. That it's fine ash, so you can spend half an hour or so just working around with the stick, and you can see a couple of items down the bottom that haven't melted. A couple of weapons, a couple of other bits and pieces, and then you see a couple of lumps at the bottom. With a bit of further poking, you notice that one of them's definitely flashing green.
Ah, I'm surprised I got that search roll. Spotted it, I believe. Does anyone want to volunteer to jump down there and grab it?
10 meters. Well, why don't you just use the air elemental and bring everything up?
Fair enough.
Cool. Okay, I shall. Small air elementals enough to bring that. Get down there and bring the stuff up.
Yeah, it's none of it's particularly heavy.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, do you want the weapons, etc.?
Yeah, just bring everything up and everything.
Yeah, bring everything that's physical and looks sort of. We can dump it and then get the ash off it and then have a look to see if anything's.
Yeah, just elementals are not smart, so whatever the basic instruction is.
That's all good. Send it down. Bring the stuff up. Do I have to be specific in what I'm telling it to do?
Yep, I'll listen to you. You give me the instruction, and the elemental will do exactly that.
Oh, good.
It's not as bad as a djinn.
Let's go with. He's going to start bringing everything up. Can we specifically see what's down there? Can I say the items? Will it understand what the items are?
The longer you spend digging through, then the longer you've got, the more chance you've got of actually seeing exactly what the specific items are. So far, you've found there's a lump of dark stuff. There's a lump that flashed green. There's definitely some remnants of weapons. Only the swords and daggers have survived.
Now let's poke all that all that stuff to one side of the pit and then to get all that stuff up.
Okay. And then the rest of it's pretty much just ash now. A few stones where things have collapsed back into the hole. It was a rather nicely clean, very impressive split. So we're basically, Sammy's saying put all of the weapons, etc., to one side, sorting that out, and there's these two lumps, the green lump and a black lump that have come up as well. Okay, apart from that, all the rest of it's just ash, and of course the air elemental, being an air elemental, has sort of stirred it all up, and it looks a little bit like a tornado. It starts to scatter out of the area after a while, but within sort of 15 minutes, the air elemental has pulled up half a dozen sort of remnant weapons. There's an axe head. There's two swords that look a little bit misshapen. There's a shield boss that's left, and that's pretty much it.
What's the black thing?
It's are you picking it up to have a look at it, or are you?
I'll kick it with my foot.
Okay, it's basically like a black lump of crystal.
Anybody got detect magic? It's Hengest?
Is that a spell or a lore?
Spell.
Detect enemy. Detect truth.
Only have detect cold.
Nope.
He has Pierce Veil.
Hengest does?
Yep. Okay, so if you have a look in the sorcery under Pierce Veil,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the most useful technique he's got.
Alright, that's a sorcery spell? I'm almost there. Okay, page 397. It only affects the caster. The spell's range is how far the caster sees the spell. Okay, yeah, he can.
Detect magic points. No.
Is that 3 points of magic or rune?
It's magic points. So far you guys have got back a
Just
quarter
4?
of
We
your
only
magic.
slept 4 hours?
No, it's a quarter
Oh,
of
is
your
it a
magic
quarter?
points. Yep.
Okay. So, my magic points are...
Oh, well, I'd only lost 4 anyway, so...
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I'll attempt to use that. What do I need to roll for that?
Yep, this is actually a spell. This is one that you will need to spend a bit of time prepping to cast.
Okay.
I think it's on
So-
a skill sheet under magic. It's got so normally he's got a 20% chance to cast this, so you can spend basically an hour prepping.
Yeah, I'll do that. Well, is everyone fine?
Yep.
Waiting
That's
an
good.
hour?
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
And during that time, I'll take another look for the arrows.
Yep.
Because no daylight.
All up, you pick up around a dozen arrows that haven't been sort of thrown in the bottom with the bodies.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how much do I boost the modifier?
I'm actually just trying to find it. Okay. If you... So you'll get a plus 40% chance to cast.
Success.
Okay. So you look at both the black lump and the green lump. Okay, the green lump is dead to your sight. Like there is nothing emanating from it. The black lump is it's a gar crystal, so it's a magic point matrix that can hold magic points in it. It's got 6 magic points in it out of a potential 10.
Okay.
Okay. You can't see anything else in it apart from that.
I'll do an evaluate on the green one. That's all right. Nah.
It's worth billions, I tell you. At the same time, Sindred sort of looks at it and says, mate, that's worth shit. Okay.
Did Snow want it?
Yeah, give it to Snoo.
Yeah, Snoo was after it. Right from the time he saw it on the head. He got the green-eyed jealousy took over as soon as he saw that green emerald sitting in its head.
Ender's brew lover.
So basically, now that Snow is not here, anyone can have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Teach him not to miss games.
So the black lump is like a gar crystal. It's not quite the same, but it's a magic point matrix, and it's currently got 6 out of the potential 10 magic points that it can hold in it. So the difference is with, of course, these crystals, and that is that you guys have to fill them up. They don't regenerate on their own.
What's a gar crystal?
It's basically a bit of blood from the old gods that from the god wars before the compact, and where they bled out, the drops of blood formed into crystals of different sorts. And so for some reason they were always just called gar crystals for the dead ones.
Do we can't use the magic points that are in there though, can we?
Yep.
You can.
Yep. So base, I think someone's got a magic point storage crystal already, but
Yeah, I've got that.
yep, so it just acts like that. It just means that when you've got some spare magic points, you top it back up, and it's there as a battery to sort of use for casting spells when you want to.
So does that mean that the other ones regenerate then?
No, there's some There are some that actually regenerate. They're live crystals. They have to be attuned.
So what's the difference between this a guard crystal and a normal magic storing crystal? Just it's a different type.
Just how it generates or how it was made. So a guard crystal is part of. They generally have a particular sheen to them, whereas a magic point matrix, someone's actually created.
Aha, gotcha.
So a magic point matrix can be created in any item, whereas a guard crystal is always a piece of stone or crystal.
Cool. Well, I've already got one. Who wants that?
Oh, I was muted.
Whoever's
some of that racks off a lot
magic
of spells.
I was thinking Hengest would just hold on to it for now.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, he does not.
He already has one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He has that the crystal that Snoo's going to grab back anyway.
Oh, he didn't put it in his magic points in storage. I assumed
no, he doesn't have an actual. He has the fire crystal.
Does that essentially do the same thing then?
It has a lot of different things that it does, but it has to be attuned to be able to use it. But he was going to hold on to it in the meantime for Enders, because Enders was worried about the fact that he had such a low power and may become susceptible to something that the crystal wants him to do.
Okay. Would Roll hold on to this, or should I just toss it over to Jeanne?
Yeah, it's like definitely Hengest is like he's definitely keen to sort of get items that lets him cast more spells, because at the moment, by the time he casts Blade Sharp 4 and a couple of other sorcery spells, he's pretty much gutted himself with magic points.
All right, he'll pocket it for now.
Yep.
There's no objection.
No, and Snoo, you've got the fire crystal back. Unfortunately, you can't use a lot of it at the moment because you can't attune it just yet.
That was for Enders?
Yep. So it has a power of 19 to attune. So, and the problem is that if you fail to attune, you can never ever attempt to attune it again, and you can lose like a D3 to a D6 of your own power if you fail.
I'll let him do that when he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really cool item, but it's super, super dangerous.
I'll put it in somewhere. What was it called?
Just note down the fire crystal in your inventory. That was the one where Enders one-shotted the dragon snails and then ripped it out of its body, and in the process, when it came out, the goo hit the ear and burnt his arm completely. He just about lost his entire arm.
So what do we do then? We're just going to head on to track down these two that have got away, or are we going to head back to civilization to dump these kids?
I think we probably should drop the kids first, because the more we're getting them.
You're beginning to look like the Child Crusades heading across the map.
Jeanne nods her approval to Vidad.
Vidad or Vidad?
I don't know, actually.
Probably the dad.
Vidad.
Okay, so just as a summary, that you set out to sort of sweep across because there had been some sense of evil that had been trying to affect the quest that Harris was doing. You ran into these basically rune level broo pretty much straight away, and you've managed to collect the children, which was the other part that you guys had taken on yourselves to do. So you can head to the south or southeast, and okay, so you can head down to the southeast and head to Clearwine Fort, or you can go down to the south. I'll just drop you over onto the other map so you can have a look. Or you can have a look in the handouts.
Fort sounds like it has a bit more stability. What is the state of the children this morning? Have they done their attempt to shake off the disease with the boost?
You're not really sure.
All right, Jeanne's gonna go take their temperature.
Is that with a oral or anal sort of gauge? Or do you want to put your affirmative?
Yeah. Thinking more just hand on the forehead, but if we want to be a little more invasive.
This is sounding more and more like a Catholic road trip than ever.
It is Saint Jeanne D'arc.
Okay, so you guys are on Starfire Ridges at the moment, somewhere in around here. Okay, so there's the inn down there. There's Quackford. And where you need to be in about a week to 10 days' time is at the old tower. So basically you can drop down onto the inn. Yep, so you can drop down onto the inn. You can head down to Quackford, or you can head over to Clearwine Fort, which is a couple of days' travel.
I think we have time to go to the Clearwine Fort.
Where
Drop the
were
kids
we
there.
meeting them? Was that Clearwine? Was it?
Old Tower. In a week to 10 days, you need to be back at Old Tower.
Do we know what the inn is? Is it like a fortified homestead, or is it literally just an inn?
It's an inn, which means that it's got some buildings and farmers around it.
And we're Little Ridge. Is that where we are at the moment?
Basically, there.
And when the brew ran off, they ran towards Cinderpits.
You're not really sure. So initially they went south, although Mucus ran directly east. So they've headed off somewhere back in that direction, you think. You could head back to Grey Dog Village, but that's like a day and a bit's travel to get back there.
But
Yeah,
where are we supposed to be meeting them again? South.
Yeah, that's in about a week to 10 days time.
So we should just travel on the way there anyway if we're dropping them, because I mean, so Green Half would be what, where they'd probably, these kids may have been before, no, and their parents would visit or have gone there for supplies or whatever.
Where the A is on that Starfire Ridges, that's about where you're looking at going to. Sorry, that's about where you got them from. But they would have, potentially, their parents would have gone down to Grey Dog Village. They would have gone over to Clearwine Fort. Everything's only like a couple of days' travel max from here.
Clearwine Fort is like a capital of Columar, right?
Yep, that's right.
Columar.
It's where the Queen Lake of Blackspear is based.
Let's do that. We might get a bit more praise than if we go to Grey Dog. If we rock up with all these rescued kids, we could get a bit of kudos out of it if we go to Clearwine.
And there is big Ernala temple, so if there is some healing, if these kids are dying on our way there, they can get back up if someone wants to.
Have we got a holy day in between then? Because my
In a week
room
is
magic balls.
in about a 6 to 7 days is the Stormbull, I think it is.
So this associated Lightbringer cult, we can get some room magic back.
It's an associated cult, yep.
So where are we on that map that you've just put up? We're still on the Starfire Ridges near Grey Dog Inn? No, or in between Hillhaven?
You're on that sort of, again, roughly where the A and the R for Starfire is.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yep.
So Hillhaven would have been the closest village to these guys.
Yep. So Grey Dog Inn and Hillhaven would have been the two closest spots, yep. Because you guys have travelled basically 2 to 3 hexes in the process of collecting the kids. You pretty much started on like the R of Starfire and then worked your way south. Also just looking because there was another handout. Yeah, there was those Starfire Ridges ones in the handouts, but they tilted the wrong way.
My vote is to head in the general direction that the brew went, ending up at Clearwine Fort, dump the kids, and then duck back into the ridges.
It's over
Is
to
Clearwine
the east.
Fort on this map?
The Clearwine Fort is probably a good 3 days. If you put the kids on the Bison and you got sort of trooped off as well, the Clearwine Fort's about 3 days away.
Right, okay, which then puts us out of time to get to Old Tower.
Yeah, it starts getting close. Hillhaven is about a day away. Like you'd probably get there tonight if you pushed it. Good plate in would be 2 days.
Let's do Hillhaven then.
Like Vidad's got a fairly good idea of the times around this area.
Yeah, my vote's Hillhaven then.
Sure.
Get in, dump them, get back out again.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Means we're going to be not. When was the holy day?
Hang on, I'll just bring up the calendar.
And do they need an actual shrine, or just a shrine to all gods?
Definitely the better one you're at, the better. So it's currently the 21st day of storm season, which is God's Day and Death Week. On the 34th is Storm Bull's Day. On 27th is Chalana Arroy's one. And Babistagor Ernalda is in 3 days' time.
Hang on, sorry, what were we? 21st?
Yep, so
God's
21st day of God's Day of Death Week. So the thing is, if Harris hasn't turned up by the 33rd or the 34th, he says we're dead.
Okay, and that's when the Storm Ball
Storm Bull's days.
So we're not going to have a chance. Shalana Roy can potentially get some stuff back.
But Chalana Arroy's an associated cult. Yeah, Chalana Arroy's an associated cult to all you guys. Babista Gore for Vidad. So So you could drop off the kids, and because you're back on the road, you could get round to Clearwine Fort in time for the Ernalda / Beastagore days that would get most of you some rune points back. And if you stayed on for a couple of days through till Chalana Arroy, then the rest of you would all be topped back up again, and that would give you 3 days to get back to tower ready for Harris. Yeah, once you're back on that main road, you'll get round really fast. The problem is that a lot of the time at the moment, you guys are travelling on goat tracks. Jumping out of the actual sort of game time, if you guys want to go to Clearwine Fort, we'll just dump the kids, drop everything, go there, get your rolls and do your experience rolls, and then we'll have it set up that we've sort of skipped forward to 2 weeks with just being recharged and having done your experience rolls ready to go at the old tower.
Let's do that, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before we bring the kids to the fort, though, we should make sure that they're cured of their disease, no? So it doesn't spread?
Yeah, you got a problem of you can help them resist their rolls and sort of make sure that they survive well, but you haven't got any rune points to cure them.
Oh, no, I have 3.
Oh, you still have the 3 points left. Oh, yep. So then you can cure them the next day. The big one is going to be Enders.
Am I able to cure them without using the rune points, though?
No.
So what does the treat disease do for the resistant rolls? It just makes it so that they don't decay faster?
I know it's in the knowledge skills.
Yeah, it's page 182. Doubles a victim's chance for success at the next con recovery roll. Oh, so they can recover from this, I think.
Yep, that's right. So it's you can't necessarily heal them straight off.
Okay. Have they done their con recovery roll?
They only have to do it on depending on their survival. Their level of infection. So, because Chamomile failed miserably on her initial rolls, she was going to die within sort of a matter of minutes. Whereas these guys don't seem to be going downhill that fast at all.
Okay. So from last night, I doubled their chance for success at their next recovery roll.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And
do I need to do that again today?
No.
Okay.
So, like in terms of everything, they've got a mild headache and a little bit of a temperature, but nothing that's glaringly obvious. You know, in modern terms, you'd give them a couple of aspirin or Panadol and leave them to it.
So so I'd be able to discern that they do not need the rune magic, or would they still need it?
The rune magic just heals them instantly, and that takes away weeks of sort of them having to fight it.
I think I try to hold on to the rune magic in case anything else happens in the interim on our way.
Yeah. So if they fumble their rolls, then they go up a level of seriousness.
Okay.
So at the moment, you would say that they're only mildly infected.
Okay. Do they need another roll for the? Should I do another treat disease for their next roll?
No, because that still count. The one that you did yesterday is still good.
Okay, I'll do it for Enders though.
That would probably be a good one. Yep.
All right, success for that to boost.
Okay.
The skill, and then now for the treat disease. Okay. Such a double his con roll for when he has to make it.
So disease is on page 154. Okay, Enders.
Yes.
You have been exposed to a disease.
All right.
Okay, so make a con times 5.
Con times 5. There we go.
Made it?
Yep.
Okay, you do not have a disease.
That is very good thing.
You were covered in blood and you had the potential for a disease, but your natural ability to ward off such evil things has secured your health. Okay.
That's good.
So now, why was it only con times 5? Is that with the doubled bonus?
Just on the... So on page 154.
Mm-hmm.
So disease effects and resistance to disease. When an adventurer is exposed to a disease, the player must roll on the con times 5 or less. If the player is successful, the adventurer has not contracted the disease.
Oh, but with the treat disease, it doubles his chance, his con roll chance.
But it's still a con times 5
I
roll.
wasn't.
Oh, it's still con times 5? Okay.
Yeah, no, I wasn't actually sick. I just
Yeah, he had the potential
didn't
for
get
being
the
sick.
actual. Yeah, but didn't get the actual disease.
So what had happened is he'd been covered in the blood, and that was the catalyst for him potentially being diseased. But his body naturally resisted it, and your thing gave him a bonus.
All right.
Rather than roll con times 10, it was easier to just do the con times 5 and work it from there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was my question. I was wondering if it would have been a con times 10.
Yeah, just easier to roll con 5 and then adjust. Yep. Okay, so the next part is you guys get to do some experience rolls, and from memory, there's a few of them now because you've had like 3 or 4 big sessions in between. So just if we start with either Tostan or Vidad, just going through your sheets.